Yo. 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 Yo, yo, yo. How we doing, boys? Welcome, welcome, welcome. What's up, buddy? Michael! Evening, Mumbo. Evening, Charlie. What's up, brother? Guys, we're going to upload the videos this weekend. I got 3 videos planned for this weekend. We're going to do, or 4 actually, going into Monday. Fridays is going to be the Mixed League grind. Saturday is going to be the Premium Mixed. So you guys can get a head start with the Mixed League grind before we do our Premium. And then Sunday is either going to be Bronze Pack Method, new kind of like update tutorial, in-depth, full length, or a really nice investment. What do you guys think? New League SBCs equal cold? Dude, I want to hear 0 complaints anymore about not being able to do the mix. I low-key debated not dropping the premium altogether, but just grinding the mix. We found a bidding filter for the, if you do Silver Common, League 1 card, or League 2, dude, we were picking up so many for 150 and flipping for 300, 400. It felt like the classic Silver Center Back method. But what have you guys been thinking of them so far? Yo, bro, it's been ages since I've last been here. What's the best way to make coins right now? If you want to take a look at our trading playlist, brother, it's in the description. Feel free to use any of those. We got the new League SBCs today, so very easy to make coins on those. People are overpaying on some stuff if you know how to pick it up for less. We got videos for the old LibSud section, but it's the same one in the premium, so it really doesn't affect you watching that at all. The pinned video right now, guys, is how to make unlimited packs for the premium mixed league grind. That's the old video, but 99% of the stuff should still apply. We haven't made a new one yet, but we're doing basically the same stuff. We're going to have little tweaks here and there. Like, I'm already thinking of how I want to grind. And it's getting me really excited. Too many games, Simpson, Fortnite, Pokemon, not enough time? Hey, brother, that's a good problem to have, though, right? Remember the days where it's like, it's summertime and we're waiting for the new FIFA/EAFC to come out and we're bored out of our mind? And it's like, if only there was a game to play right now. So having too many to play isn't that bad of a problem. Also, too, I'm going to start putting my Bronze Common, MLS, and Championship cards into upgrades. We're going to keep the rares. But I don't think I'm ever going to have a use for the commons, nor do I think people are really going to buy these. It's not too many cards, so it's not too big of a loss. Just something I'm considering. Also, should we start saving packs for Team of the Year? I'm heavily debating starting to save the premium packs. I'm thinking of saving the final one in the mix, but if we wanted to grind the whole mix as a daily grind into the premium, we could do that as well. And then just save the final pack, the Prime Gold, and then the Prem La Liga one. Silver 2 of the week out of the Silver Preview. I'm him. Hey, I got 2 of the 3 Bronze Informs so far from spamming. Does the unlimited grind mean silver trading's dead? Funny enough, silver trading's never been more back. Think of it like this. With the new mixed, we have basically people non-stop doing the mix, which means non-stop packs that have tradable silvers, a decent amount. I would say a really good amount. We consistently have silver supply on the market. So what I'm thinking that means for a couple things is really nice. First thing, what I think that means is going to be for the people buying the mixed league. I think outside of the BPM, which people will be spamming BPM into this, if we look at the mixed league, every mixed league, League 2 is 200 plus. A lot of these will go for 250, 300 within the hour. So if you're dedicated, I'd sit there and spam 150 bids. Obviously, there's going to be a ton of people on it right now. But like throughout the day, when you notice there's not 150 bids, I'd spam these bids. This is going to be the easiest coins in the world. Another way you can frame this too, if you want to get your head around making as many coins as possible while doing League SBCs. If you want to club stock with some of these, like you want to use some of these for the League SBC, mass bet on a huge group, put some in the club and sell the rest for pure profit. A bunch of these you're going to double your coins on. It's going to be so nice. So you could literally just do this and do a ton of League SBC runs on a day-to-day basis. What's up, buddy? You could do BPM while this on the side. So you spam BPM, you're getting all your libs and suds, you're selling those on, you're making upgrade packs, and then just have this be your coin making method. It's such a fun grind, man. Like, there's so many different ways you can take it. I truly don't know which way I'm going to go, but I want to grind like crazy this week. Been saving up daily upgrades for Team of the Year. Just remember buying a lot of provision packs. You're saving daily gold upgrades for Team of the Year. 1870, what's up, buddy? Chad, is that a good idea? What are you hoping to get out of it, I guess, would be the question. Honestly, Mumbo, if you have that many coins by Team of the Year, I'd just open packs and save the big ones for Team of the Year. That's my... Dude, I have over 4 mil right now. Almost 5 mil. I'm literally going to stop caring about coins. I'm truly going to do it. My videos, I'm going to talk about the importance of making coins with League SBCs for the people who still need coins. But I think for me, I'm heavily going to now slant towards the we just put our head down and grind. Especially with COD coming out next week. It makes the just having coins on my transfer list, making SBCs a breeze. And then we just spam. After the new SBC, what's our plan, bro? To grind, we're going to make the Mixed League video go up for Friday. And then the premium on Saturday. Right now, people are spamming BPM. You can do that. It's really good to get upgrade packs as well. I would recommend League 2 bidding. League 2 silver bidding is a cheat code right now for club stocking to get the rating for that. Doing it for extremely cheap and making just insane coins. You can do that with other stuff too. Like you'll notice the MLS golds really don't have an increased value. Neither do the championship ones. But if you look at some of those higher rated MLS silver commons and the championship ones, same thing applies. You can spam 150 bids. You can make really good coins. Also, too, we haven't even seen what prices will look like into the evening. And lib and suds are already under 1,500. So I've been club stocking a crap ton of lib and suds. If we look right now, I have so many untradables. But look at all the tradable ones I've been doing. This is so cool. So got a mix of tradables, untradables, but look at the bronzes. Look what we're working with right now. So I have a potential new method that's even better than our last method. So this is going to be people with hundreds of thousands of coins. And like club stocking. We got a potentially really sick method. So what it's going to entail is we got to wait the next few days to see what happens with the lib and sud prices. If they do similar stuff where daily they go up in the evening, and then a few hours before new content, they're kind of back down. They rise through new content, up past new content. If they keep fluctuating like that on a day-to-day basis, what I'm going to plan to do is club stock bronze and silver, even the gold again like we did last time like crazy, but do that while spamming BPM. So if we pack ones in BPM, I'm not going to sell the lib and suds earlier in the day. If I think it's going to go up another 200 to 300 coins later in the day, I'm going to hold on to those in the club or on my transfer list and wait to sell until later. And that's just going to get us even more coins back, which will be sick. All right, I need to grab my coffee. You guys ready to start grinding? Saving when EA do specifically upgrades. But so, question to you, I guess, is realistically how many daily gold upgrades are you going to be getting by then? You're doing what, 3 a day? All right, let me get my coffee quick. In my head, I would be using those and doing the mixed league and the premium mixed league and then saving the good packs in there. I feel like that would be infinitely more worth it. You're going to get a lot of golds in the prime gold anyways, for non-rare and rare. You're going to have a bunch of rares then for league specifics. The daily gold commons, you get what, 1 gold rare? That's not going to get you any league specifics. You're mainly going to have the 1 rare if that's a thing again. And you're not even going to be able to make many of those. Alright, let's get started. We have, with just untradables, premium ready to be finished. Let's get that going. Like I said before, guys, we're going to record both videos later tonight off stream. We'll have the mix one come out first on Friday. And then we'll have the premium mix video come out on Saturday. I'm going to be gone all weekend again, so we'll have those be the content. And then Sunday, we'll either do a bronze pack method video, a new tutorial on it, or we'll do a really good investment that I'm seeing at the moment. We'll probably do the BPM one. Alright, and the menus are already taking a crap. Beautiful. Anybody else just have horrific menus after new content today? It was like the second it came out. Horrible. Wait. No! Some dude did open bidding on Libin Suds after marquee matchups and made bank. No. I should have been on that. I wonder how open bids are now, because there's going to be a constant supply. Done Mixed League about 15 times already. My storage and transfer list is full. I'm just saving. I feel odd then. That's fair. I did as well. Getting suds for 150 made 170k in an hour. So we don't know what the bottom is going to be for the price on... We're now getting glitched again, dude. Bro, what is this game? Jeez, man. Alright, Descendo Cell. Oh, quick sell that. Yeah, we'll kind of track that. That might be a fun thing. Okay, should we start saving the prime golds, I guess? Unofficially start saving? Alright, let's do a mix run. Showing you guys how I'm doing this right now. Just real quickly. So this one's super easy. This one you don't even need a rare. You just need the 60 rating. You can't use higher than silver though. So I just use Saudi League and the other league and just go low to high. Just as simple as that. If you're getting a lot of BPM cards, you can mix in some higher rated ones, but most people won't struggle at all to get this to work. Just use what you got, man. How we finding the new grind? No joke. I heard some other menu grinders say it, and I think I agree. this might be the best menu grind we've ever had for League SBCs. And that's rivaling my favorite year, the Lib and Sud of, or the Lib, was it 22? That year went crazy. Alright, Serie BTK. Same thing for this league. If you guys wanted to mass bid on silvers just to have additional ones outside of your BPM, these don't flip as high for price, but it still works well. So if you guys are trying to save your rares, let's say you have 2 rares you're using and then you're doing the rest bronze common, but you're running low on bronze common. If you're doing silver common 150 bidding, that's going to work like a charm. Just a pro tip. There we go. Perfect. Will we be making new videos on these? Yes. Mix will come Friday. Premium mix will come Saturday. And the new bronze pack method will be coming Sunday. Any changes with the new BPM into leagues? Yes. You now have additional value in the other bronze leagues that are now in the mix. So the Saudi League and the Romanian League, you want to make sure you're not putting into bronze upgrades. I'm also going to try to do a better job of submitting my, what are they called? My Serie A, Bundesliga bronzes and silvers. I have so many things untradeable. The tradable bronzes and silvers I should try to sell on a day-to-day basis, even if it takes a bit, because those are the ones we keep getting in BPM over and over. All right, packed you, beautiful. Boom, 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 boom. Look how many we just have chilling around. $67. 68. All right, it was from the same team. Got 3 of these. Okay, that works. Boom. Should we still do BPM? You can. It's one of the options you have. I would recommend it as part of the grind for sure. Like I said, if you guys are trying to do any sort of justification for things you're not selling right away but going to sell later, but you don't want to see your coins go down, you can do League SBCs and that at the same time by doing the League 2 bidding on the silvers for 150. Most of them you can flip for double the coins right now. So that grind is absolutely insane if you want to partake in that. You can spam BPM and just flip those for double the coins while club's stocking them. Honestly, if you really just want to put your head down and spam BPM and do that at the same time, you don't even have to sell all your lib and suds. If you wanted to, because the libs have a little bit more value, if you wanted to sell the libs you pack from bronze, but keep maybe some of the suds, or wait to sell the suds on, just hold them in your club. You always have the option to sell them later. Depending on how many untradeable Libin suds you're getting on a day-to-day basis. If you want to start throwing in some of those tradable suds, you could as well. Save you some time without having to get them in other areas. What was I going to put in? MLS. Gold. I will do those 3. Do those. And then we'll do Championship Silver Common. Bought Mariana for 200K. She's dropped to 180K. Do I sell her wait? I have no idea what the logic behind that investment was. I don't do any of that stuff, really. So I have no clue what will happen with that market, or if that was a good investment or not, or if it'll rebound. I am not the guy. I am not him. Can play left mid, can play cam. Beautiful. I have 22K. What should I do? Work on getting your coins up, buddy. Got our trading playlist right now. League 2 silver flipping's really easy. You can double your coins on almost every single card for the silver commons. The lower end ones, if you want to list maybe like the 65 and 66s for 250 and make 100 coins per card, they might sell quicker. That is an option too. All right, let's open those right now. We're going to save the final one. No problem, buddy. glad I couldn't be of much help. How you doing, Dante? Best to keep 3 times gold common packs from silver upgrades. My dupe storage keeps getting full. If you don't need to open them right now, you don't necessarily have to. Ask yourself this question, though, because this is the change I'm making to the grind in general. If you guys notice the gold rares and the gold commons that are mainly in your dupe storage are the Prem La Liga, Bundesliga, Serie A, those sort of ones, and you have so many golds untradeable in your club that you can use, I'm to the point where I'm putting gold commons in my dupe storage regardless of the league, unless it's maybe like a Libin Sud, let's say. I'm putting all those basically into gold upgrades, and then the gold rares into the 79 double, just because I keep filling my dupe storage so often, and we're simply just not going to be able to do this in a way where we're going to completely run out of these. There will always be cards in our club. And that's a good problem to have, right? It's not a bad thing at all. What's up, Stan? What's going on, brother? How we doing today? Like, look at all these golds before I even get to use my silvers. I'm just hauling through all these. Can you quickly tell the grind? Most people, it's going to be mixed into the premium. Either spam BPM into upgrades or mass bid on most of the leagues. League 2, you can print coins with 150 bids for the silver commons. Most of them will go for 250, 300 plus. So you could just do that to pay for everything else if you wanted to do, like, let's say 5 runs of the mix a day minimum, and not really have to worry about the other sections. If you're spamming BPM, you'll have the lowest 2 ratings without a doubt very easily. You can also, for Serie B, Bundesliga 2, you could also mass bet on some of those silvers if you don't have enough bronzes. MLS, you put in a couple golds, put in some 70 plus silvers, you're good to go. That's super easy. But with the price of the Lib and Suds, I'm very much debating doing something crazy with the Lib and Suds. Alright, let's do these. Let's do Rome. 3. 4. Get in the habit when you guys are doing the premium. If you can get rid of some of your bronzes and silvers that are untradeable first, really focus on clearing these. It's going to help out a ton. Such a terrible day for me. If things don't rise for tomorrow, Foot Champs, I'll probably lose 300k or more. Was that 4.3 mil? Right, dude. Do you have a coin total aim for Black Friday, like Team of the Year? Yes, 5 mil. Right now, if I got completely liquid off my stuff in my club, we're probably sitting at about 4.5. So I can basically skate into 5 mil by Black Friday into Team of the Year, which instead of going for 10 mil this year, I'm going to just go to 5 mil. And just the rest is going to go into pack saving for Team of the Year, non-stop grinding on the menus while we make investments and flips on the side. Because, like, we'll have the videos and resources for the people low on coins if they still want to engage on a menu grind while making coins at the same time on a day-to-day basis. That will help. But I don't necessarily need to do that anymore, if that makes sense. I can go a lot crazier. I could probably be a degenerate and do, like, 15 to 20 runs a day with the stuff we normally do on the menus and still never hit 0 coins by the end of the year. We could probably do 30 plus runs a day. That's the beauty of just having coins. It can constantly make you coins. When I'm doing BPM, should I sell the Live and Sud cards? You can. You don't necessarily need to. If you want to use some, you can. But like I said, we'll have the Mixed League grind, all the different ways that I recommend it, coming out on Friday. Premium coming out on Saturday, and then our new BPM grind to help you guys on Sunday, because I'll be gone all weekend. So tons of content coming. Right now we're still just kind of feeling out prices before we record to see what things get to, how low they get, how high they get. Transfers full of 150 bid silvers, filling up the unassigned, then gonna rock some mixed SBCs. What a lovely day. Isn't it so nice, man? Like, I think I'm gonna start most days just mass bidding on an infinite amount of League 2, La Liga Hypermotion cards and just going from there. Flipping those and spamming BPM. Club stocking Lib and Suds. Walk out. Cold. You're going to start most days what? Grinding, did I say? I'm grinding every day, baby. W. Alright, so yeah, we'll start saving those up. Sick. How often do Lib Suds come into SBCs? What do you mean by that? How often do they come into SBCs? What does that mean? What do you benefit from club stocking Libs and Suds? Daily fluctuations. Last time around made me over 1 million coins, so I'd say it benefited me a lot. We averaged 100 to 200k a day for a week. And then we do 5 to 10 runs of League SBCs on top of it. How often do they come into SBCs? Again, I have no idea what you mean, what you're saying. Come into SBCs. What is coming into the SBC? Do you mean in a pack? How often are you getting in a bronze pack? How often are you getting in a bronze upgrade? Coming into an SBC, that doesn't make any sense. How often are they needed? They're needed for the Lib and Sud section, so every time you do the League SBC. The premium mix. They're not needed in the mixed anymore, but they're still needed in the premium mix. Sorry, I was confused at what you were saying at first. I'm like, in the SBC? How often do they come into the SBC? What? Like, look at all the golds we have, man. Who do I still have from the same club? These two. So we can do the Eredivisie bronzes. 2 of those. Using the untradables first. Beautiful. You think Lib and Suds will rise? I think they'll go down. I think they'll go up a little bit. I think with the amount of supply, we'll see more daily fluctuations than just infinite rise or infinite drop. I think that's more likely. How much do 83s go for right now? Biscuits will be nice. Can use them in the League SBC. Ooh, we can chuck Juan in as well. Martinez up. I think they'll rise. People are now concentrating more on the mix. When they clear their club and stuff, they'll want the premium again, so they'll probably rise too. So the issue with that, though, is that logic makes sense. But you got to think, how often are people doing the mix versus the premium? Infinitely more people are doing the mix. And with that, they don't need the Lib and Suds anymore. So if they're spamming BPM, there's an endless supply from there. And they're doing this SBC without needing the Lib and Suds, consistently selling them to the market to pay for their BPM run. On top of that, we have tradable silvers in both of these packs. This one in particular, where there's a lot of supply consistently being listed, where people are either undercutting each other or flooding the market. So I think, and logically what I think makes the most sense is, especially like today's with marquee matchups, days like today, you had people winning Lib and Sud bids for 150. So I bet right now, if we tried something, I'm curious. If I go to, we'll do Suds, because Suds are usually cheaper than Libs by 100 to 200. These were 14 to 1500 earlier. They're not even selling instantly for 1400 anymore, so they're still dropping. 1300. So we might get back on this too, where if we can consistently win things under the buy now, this price range I'm probably going to lose every bid. I'm just kind of testing the market more than anything. But if we pick these up, chucked a bunch into our club, and then listed these for 1,500 plus, that's really good coins. And it's not like before when we didn't have, we had a very limited silver supply. So the idea of potentially doing this was a lot more difficult. Also too, potential snipes. There could be a lot more sniping opportunities as well that the bots don't pick up. Like if we sat on silver rares, let's do our in plain sight method again. So we know silver suds are 1,400 not selling instantly. If we go to 1,500, things are going to the end of the hour. If we mix the silver rare for 1.4, nothing's popping up. If we do 1.5, 58 minutes. So if we go to 70 pluses here, $1,800, $1,700. $1,800. So if we could do this earlier in the day as well, through new content, and then in the evening, hopefully see fluctuations in prices, you see where we could make a lot of coins potentially, especially with open bids. Like we're just looking at the buy nows for those. I bet if we did silver rare instead of the silver commons, since those are the lowest on the market, and we just sat on suds, boys, it's going to be so easy to make coins now. This is going to be crazy. Is BPM better than bidding with Libin suds being so much cheaper? There's pros and cons to each. Depends on your grind. About to take them all, buddy? Of course you are. That's why we can't show anything off on stream. Got a bunch of people, I'll just instantly take them. Alright, let's finish off the premium mix. Can we use all untradables again? Before we touch any of our tradables. We use untradables. How many libs do we have? 1, 4. About suds. Ooh. But we rich, boys. Money printer go burr. Hey, Mobile House Things, what are your thoughts on saving just the 82 plus packs so you're at least able to keep the grind going and not halt everything by saving everything? That's what I'm doing. I'm gonna experiment. Right now I'm starting to save the Prem La Liga in the final pack and the premium, and then the final pack and the Wait, is the premium, the Prem La Liga section, is it the same pack as the final pack and the mixed? It is? Okay. Kobe. I'm saving for footies. Guys, I hate to break it to you, I'm not going to record any more videos or do any streams. We're going to save all the daily bronze, daily silver, and daily gold packs for end of the year, for when exchanges come. I hope you respect my decision. Understandable. We don't respect it. Hey, I don't get you to... I don't expect you guys to understand. Should be saving for FC 30? You're right, my bad. Apologies. Alright, let's do the premium again. Again, using only untradables first. Kozna, Cherokee, Chiesa, Reese, Semenyo. There we go. Boom. 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 Like the literal cap shows 50. It shows you only 50. Until you start getting the message is like 200, 250, I've noticed. That's more accurate, I'd say. Yeah, we could save the rare consumable pack from squad battles. That's a good idea. Thank you guys for your suggestions. Appreciate it. Consider them all. Serie A time. Who's from the same club? These two. Cam. CDM. Cam. Easy. What are you saving for? We're going to start saving some packs for Team of the Year. I'm not going to say like a specific number or go out of my way to really push yet. But we'll just kind of see organically over time what it can get to. EA made me have to do my SBC templates all over again because you did them wrong. That's completely your fault and not EA's. You want to know why, Issue Boy? Are you using Pale Tools? Or are you using something else? Because this will save you for the next time too, so you don't have to do it a third time when they come back again. All in tradables again. Let's go. Boom. I'm using Palette. Is he Brazilian? He's Argentinian. Pretty sure. Where you went wrong is you're making the quote-unquote template inside of the existing SBC. That will reset every time. What you need to do is you need to create a SBC template outside of the SBC and name it whatever you want. I usually name it whatever the SBC is, and then you add it into the SBC. So whenever there's a new refresh of, let's say, League SBCs, and they either keep it the same or make minute changes, you can still pull from the saved SBC templates you have. You just got to put it back into the SBC, which takes like half a second. Does that make sense? You're going into the SBC and saying edit and then adding all that stuff in and then saving. Instead, you want to go out of that, go to the main menu screen, hit SBC, but don't go into any SBC. You should see at the top, kind of middle of your screen, it'll say SBC template. If you click that, it should allow you to name something and have a full list of all your SBC templates. And that will fix that problem 100%. And then you can always put those back in without having to reset anything. It'll save you so much time, especially for like repeatables on Mondays too. Putting in like awfully gold commons and gold rares. I'll usually save one for a player pick. I have one saved for the 79 double upgrade. It's really nice. Should I do BPM on bulk? If so, how much should I spend with 360k? Also, what should I sell from bronzes? You'll probably never run out of coins if you're doing BPM with 360k. It would take so long for you to get anywhere near that. You could sell the libs and suds if you wanted to. I would personally, regardless of how many coins you have, if you're doing it for League SBCs, I would be doing some sort of League SBC bidding and flipping while club stocking at the same time. So if you want to do the mixed, I do the League 2 150 mass bidding. Store those in the club and flip the duplicates for almost double coins. Going to be an easy way to make coins while the front end of the BPM, the coins are temporarily going down as you're storing stuff in your club. I just got 2 Team of the Weeks in the Prime Electrum Tradable Pack. Nice, man. W. Alright, how many lib and suds untradable do we still have? We're out of the libs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4. Alright, we'll chuck some pack pulled ones in. Actually, we should do the non-pack pulled ones. There we go. You set a rating target on SBC templates on Pill Tools? Yes. See what's up, buddy? Did I see the new team you bought? It's in Discord? I did not see it yet. I just did not see. Wow. Crespo Key, let's go. That's a cold W, buddy. I like that a lot. All right, Jumbo Gold. I wonder how many people are going to buy these thinking they can put them in the Saudi League section. I bet that'd be decent. Two childhood heroes and Crust Goat. Unstoppable top 3. Facts, man. Alright, mixed league time again. Did anyone get anything out of the 79 times 2? Yeah, I've gotten quite a few walkouts. Did we get Bamati in the 79 doubles last week? Or was that a gold upgrade we got her in? Yep. Friday's video will be the mixed. Saturday's video will be the premium mixed. And Sunday's video will be BPM. Those are the 3 uploads this weekend when I'm gone. This grind is literally one of the best grinds we've ever had. I love it so much. How many tradable cards can I use for the mixed league for each of the leagues? As many as you want, brother. That's your prerogative. You can use all tradables, mix of the two. Never floats your boat. Can you make coins with the grind right now? Yes, depending on how you set it up. We always refer to things as a what's the word I use? We have a switch, a sliding switch. And on one end is the extremely profitable, very minimal runs on a day-to-day basis or a weekly basis versus the all-out, non-stop, ever-ending pack opening spam, but maybe losing coins. Maybe losing a decent amount of coins if you're overpaying for stuff. We refer to sliding that over whatever fits your grind. So we teach you guys how to do multiple runs a day and make coins at the same time for both the premium mix and the mixed, if you guys want to. Using mix of tradables, untradables, you name it. We show you all the different ways to do that. And then depending on your situation, your coins, what people want to grind, you can move that up and down as you go. Some days you might want to go a little faster. Some days you might want to go a little slower. Really depends on the individual. But yes, 100%. We make millions of coins off of League SBCs every year without fail. This year's going to be no different. The only difference is we won't get as high liquid anymore because we'll constantly be spamming more and more because each year we're left with millions. And this year I don't want to be left. This year I want to do as much as I can early on as I can rather than waiting. There we go. Can you share your Pale Tools templates when you upload the league videos, please? No. That will be a separate video. We'll have a menu grind one for each of those, and then we'll make a separate upload of the Pale Tools of those. You can find a bunch of those on Twitter if you need one right now. A bunch of people make those. We don't make ours until later, though. But it will be coming. EA listen for once. Yep. What's the best way to set it up? We're going to show you that Friday and Saturday when we upload the videos. Blood said no? Well, I'm not lying. Think of it like this. If we're going to show you guys a how to grind video that wants to help the most people, you can't just limit your audience off the rip. Think of the logic in that. A how to grind video. And then instantly you have a 10-year-old Timmy that doesn't even know how to open a bronze pack or bid on a lib card. You're now expecting him to learn Pale Tools. He's not going to know what Pale Tools is. He's going to have a million questions on Pale Tools and then leave those in the comments of that video. Or instead, we make a Pale Tools specific video on top of our already Pale Tools guide that we have on the channel of how to use Pale Tools. So it's more helpful when we do things that way than include it all in one. How do you do bronze pack method to do League SBCs? We're going to go over that Friday, Saturday, and Sunday in all 3 videos. On a side note, why Sunderland? Why not Sunderland, brother? Best team in the world. All right, you guys are distracting me, boys. I'm trying to grind. 1 sec. Give us a minute. Boom, 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 boom. Alright, that's not enough. 69 enough? Nope. 70, yes. That might not be enough chem, though. It is. Reed wants to reach out to all 10-year-olds is what I'm hearing. Absolute pause. You're a Burrow fan? Nice. I'm sorry. 6-7. Lib untradeable, W. We're on 50K into 150 bids, so let's hope for that scarcity pump tonight. What are you bidding on again? Are you doing the League 2s? Those were cold earlier. I think I have screenshots of some of the stuff I was selling. Oh, I didn't take too many. I was flipping 70 pluses for 150 to 400, 500 coins. I was going to ask a few minutes ago, but a small earthquake just hit my zone. What? I'm sorry. I love the idea that you were typing in chat and then an earthquake happened. And the second you knew you might be safe, or at least you didn't die, is you want to know how to do a menu grind. I love the dedication. Me for real. If it were me, I'd still be on it. You know how many times there's a literal tornado in the background? The alarms are going off, and I'm sitting here like, it's like a mile away. If it gets any closer, we'll jump for cover. In the meantime, these packs aren't going to open themselves. Just a casual earthquake. What would be the process you'd use to maximize packs while break even in terms of coins? We're going to cover all that in the video. We're going to do a mix video. We're going to do let me lay the map down. Friday, mix video. Saturday, premium mix video. Sunday, BPM. And then throughout the week, we're going to have an investment video. We're going to do trading tip videos on these League SBCs if you're looking for filters for coins. And then we're going to make probably a degenerate video, which is going to be like a maybe half an hour long plus video of like, if you already know how to do all these things, you can already make coins while making a few runs a day. You want to know how to push these to the next level. Buckle in. We are going to have you become a degenerate. So that is all coming. boom, 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 boom. Alright, where's the EFL? Give me the EFL. Uh-oh. Am I even going to get chem on this one? Let me put my dicky in this and maybe that'll work. There we go. So make them videos on stream now. You'll have to make them anyway, and you can incorporate questions on the fly into them, and they might have thought of. The issue with that is I'm leaving in like 10 minutes, so we don't have time to cover it. Nor do I have all my notes written down. But that's a good idea. I feel like we've answered a lot of the questions already on stream. It's the issue is I say it and then a person comes in a minute later with the same question, which is understandable. So we can only answer it so much. But also too, for like me saying BPM, even saying the word, there's 15 different definitions of BPM people already have in chat. And they're going to be confused by it. You know what I mean? What, a 10-minute streamer? Yeah, boys, I'm telling you. The flips might be disgusting this time around. As much as I've been enjoying the mixed. Anytime I enjoy the mix. The Libin Sud calls me home. You doing BPM for the bronzes and bidding on silvers, or just bidding on everything? Yes to both of those. The outside of my tutorials, the way I plan on doing it, because my situation is different than maybe someone with like 50K trying to build up. I plan on making things as easy as possible for me throughout the day. So like my BPM is going to happen after I've already club stocked basically every bronze and silver Libin Sud that I possibly can. And then on top of that, I'm going to be spamming BPM. Millions of coins worth of BPM on a weekly basis. I'm going to be mass bidding on League 2 cards, flipping a lot of those. Right now it's settled down a little bit more in prices. It's probably not going to be double on as many cards. Probably 100 coins each, but basically, we put cards in the club, they're paid for already. Instantly, that section's completed. Do that, get enough for like 5 runs, profit for 5 runs. We're going to spam BPM. We'll have the first 2 sections completely covered by that. All the additional Libin Suds will pay for the bronze packs. Libin Sud silver flipping in the club stock earlier in the day, selling to the evening, lazy listing, in plain sight method, flipping. We're already talking hundreds of thousands of coins on a day-to-day basis. It's truly going to be... time is the only factor anymore. Time is the only thing stopping us. Like, you could make a case for either one. The stuff I'm saying, I would never run out of coins, and I could do as many runs of the premium as I want at extreme discount versus what the buy nows are, simply just because of how many we're flipping. I could do that nonstop and never touch the mix. But the mix is so easy to go in and spam like crazy. The only thing really slowing me down is the MLS. but I kind of put some golds in my club, and I'm doing enough silver bidding, it covers it as well, to do 5 to 10 runs a day if I wanted, to get then some untradables, get some good packs so we could save. Like, there's a good grind for both. Both can be included. I want to do both, I think, because I've been enjoying both personally. All right, back to Saudi League. Sorry. I'm getting distracted. But what I like most about this grind is I think what's going to make people happy is there's not going to be one way to do it. There are going to be some people who literally do nothing but the mix and they sit there on League 2 bidding. There's going to be some people that only do the premium and they're making 1 million plus coins a week just flipping lib and suds nonstop. When people complain about the price being too high on them still, being like 1,400, and they might go back to 2K and they're kind of going back and forth between that, people are spamming BPM while they're up and down, there's going to be people just consistently club stocking hundreds of thousands or millions coins worth of libs and suds on a daily basis and flipping those and lazy listing for huge profits. What are the silver suds selling for? Earlier, they were not even selling quickly for 1,400. And you could in plain sight a lot of silver rares. Now I'm selling a lot of them for 1,800. So there's not like one set price. I'm telling you, in plain sight method, I think is going to work now better than ever. I'm really excited to see how that does. And we'll do that real quick before we go too. Just to kind of show you guys what I'm talking about again. So if you've never heard of in plain sight method, it's included in our LibSud video if you want to see how to make millions of coins easily a year and do as many League SBC runs as you ever want a year. We're going to go to Sud. We're going to take a look at the prices of the silvers. Look, they're dropping even more. So now they're 1,300 instantly, but 1,400 by the end of the hour. Or within a half an hour. So a lot of people are going to sit here and try to snipe for 1,300 and under. That's fine. But we know rares are needed, and we know 68 ratings needed. So if we sit on silver rares, there's going to be a lot more value in these. These are already 1,600. But look at the ratings, 65s and 66s. Once we see a lot of these higher rated ones, it's GG's. You can start listing for 1,800. Obviously, you probably don't want to buy them for 1,600 if we're going to win those. But like we were doing with the bids before, we have the open bids. So we can do bidding as well. We'll do Sud. Silver Rare. Do like a 1,300. Just sit here and spam 1,400 bids. And sell most of these for 1,800 plus. 400 plus coins a pop, not even counting in potential rises in the evening. We bid on like 10 to 15 cards before. We won, I think, a little more than half of them. Remember, the filters glitch a little bit too, so you can mess it around. There's probably more cards on the market than you think. And even if you're a few minutes out, trust me, still do the bids. You'd be surprised. Look, it's down to 3 minutes now on this next page. So, in my head, as someone who likes making coins on these and doing League SBCs, my thought process is a win no matter what. And the way I justify that is this. If you told me these were going to get expensive again and go to 2K plus, this investment that I'm doing right now is insane coins, right? But if you also told me these would get down to under 1,000, think about how easy it would be to do League SBC runs buying this out with the amount of coins you get from the Jumbo Gold pack and the other pack as well. And all the cards you'd already have untradeable in the other sections. And still, since they have value, you could bid under the buy now, snipe these in plain sight method. It would just be cheaper so you could do more of them. That's where it truly gets unlimited. It becomes really special. So this mixed in with BPM spam, endless bronzes in our club for the mix, endless bronze upgrades for other League SBC cards. We'll never run out of coins, and we'll always have stuff at each level. Again, it's like an assembly line. A lot of people do one step of an assembly line and wonder why, you know, their toy's not going to market or whatever you want to think of it as. But if you go through each step, you kind of get a habit of doing things, and you set it up, and you make your assembly line extremely efficient. And then you notice little trends like, hey, the Lib and Sud cards seem to be cheaper earlier in the day than they are later in the day. I wonder if I pick them up in bulk, not only would I save coins, I could sell them for huge chunks. Or hey, I noticed that after new content, when we get Silver Supply, that's the best time for me to bid on my League 2 cards, my MLS, my Championship. But I notice if I wait till later in the evening, there's a lot more people on them. You'll notice things like that. And then, like I said before, you can do even more degenerate things like I'm going to start doing and say, hey, I'm going to treat BPM even more of a long-term thing. Instead of selling my libs right away because I have enough coins to never run out with BPM, I can just front the libs and suds by putting them in my club. And instead of selling them for 1,300, 1,400 earlier in the day, I could maybe sell them closer to 2K later in the day. And that's an investment in and of itself by not selling them right away. But if you only had 50K, you wouldn't be able to do that as well. But you use your other tips, you work your coins up, you get to 100K, you get to 250K within a week, you get to 500K in a week, you get to $1 million in a week, and then you turn the switch at some point. Brother, other than the libs segments from the mix, did the premium change? Premium stayed exactly the same. Yes, mixed league is 100% worth doing, in my opinion. Assembly line? He thinks he's styling it? Brother, I'm literally talking about toys. What do you mean? What an unusual choice to pick the Romanian league. I was thinking, how did they decide the leagues they picked? I mean, the ones they kind of picked, there's plenty of silvers in the Saudi, and there's plenty of bronzes, but not enough to, like, have endless in your club. So, like, it makes sense, and you can't use the golds anyways, so... You're expecting Saudi League to come? What was my guess? I think I said CSL and Saudi. I think were my two. Just got here, did nothing change with the League SBC. Premium stayed the same. They removed the Lib and Sud from the mix. So now you can grind the mix endless times without having to worry about the Lib and Suds. The Lib and Suds are still expensive enough that people are spamming BPM to sell them and do upgrades. Dude, the open bids are... We literally have to be on open bids right now. Doing something that's not open bidding right now just feels like a waste of time, man. That's half decent. It's literally the greatest grind I think most people could ask for. It is insanely good. Throw in like a crafting upgrade or something. We're literally cooking. Okay, some people are on it. People are paying attention now. I wonder if someone sat there and just... I know anything I do, someone in chat's gonna bid another 100 above me, but... Yep, it was always 68. The rating's low enough where you'll get people to maybe buy the bronzes buy now for 200, or like the silvers, but there's no real rise to them. Which is like the best case scenario. People will buy them enough. My favorite's League 2. And I wonder if you did this instead of the 150 bids. Or on top of the 150 bids. Alright. BPM is going to be a moneymaker, surely? It's always been a moneymaker. People just don't do it the way I think people should do it. Antonio Brown is in custody for attempted murder and is being extradited from Dubai to the U.S. Huh? Also, too, when I say that, I don't mean to belittle anyone. What I'm saying is, BPM in its nature, every bronze pack you open is infinitely more value than the pack is worth itself. Like 750 coins, you're getting way over the value of 750 when you open it. The issue is when you do it in bulk to a certain extent, for how long it takes to sell some items versus others, people find a certain amount of packs where realistically it doesn't make sense anymore to open them if their goal is to sell everything they're getting right away, right? So maybe people do that for a full transfer list. But what I recommend is the club stocking aspect, the bronze upgrade aspects, the daily SBCs, the tradable packs, the league SBCs. There's many different steps that I feel like most people don't cover when it comes to where the value and the coins and the fodder and everything comes from. You got to keep the train going all the way through the station. He looks down upon us with less than 5 million coins liquid. True, I need to get my money up, dude. I can't call myself a trader anymore. Boom, 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 boom. All right, boys, if you did enjoy the stream today, do me a favor, smack that like button, subscribe if you're new. Like I said, I'm going to be gone again this weekend, but when I'm back, we're going to be grinding on stream like crazy. So Friday, you can expect the Mixed League grind. We're going to make a video talking about all the different ways you can grind the Mixed League, my recommendations, some trading filters, some things to get things for cheaper, just to consistently be making you coins while you're doing the SBC, if that's your goal. How you can speed it up, spam it in bulk. Saturday, we'll have the premium mix grind. It'll be very similar, I'm telling you right now, to the grind we have already existing with the premium mix. Just how it's going to be a little easier now with the prices and people constantly giving supply from the mixed into the premium mixed. And then Sunday will be our BPM video. So we'll be an updated guide on now with these new League SBCs, how you can run about doing BPM, whether that's you want to do BPM into the mix, if you want to sell everything, if you want to do upgrades, if you want to keep the libs, if you want to sell the libs, manager prices you can check, how you can know if things are going up and down, manager sniping methods off of that because you're opening these packs. You see, hey, French managers are down. I wonder if I picked up a few French managers, how much these could go up. And then the other day they doubled and tripled in coins. We're going to go over like a bunch of stuff like that you maybe don't think of at the surface, but really does matter when it comes to generating filters and making you guys coins when you're doing these things. Is it already over? Yes, I have family dinner that I'm going to. So take it easy, guys. God bless. Have a good rest of your weekend. I will see you on Monday for the next live stream. But I will see you every day on the YouTube videos. Take it easy. Peace. All right, now that they're gone, let's load up the FIFA points. There's no grind whatsoever. I can't believe they constantly believe me, dude. That's wild, man. Holy cow. These people think I actually grind the menus. Oh, we're still live. Oh.